In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an affiliate marketing website with Popcorn Theme. What on earth is Popcorn Theme, I hear you ask? Well, that's a very good question. Let me explain. Popcorn Theme is a brand new theme for WordPress. It was developed by myself, by Phil from Spiderweb, and by fellow YouTuber Carl Broadbent. But when I say it was developed by the three of us, Phil actually did most of the work. He did all the coding and stuff, with input, of course, from myself and Carl. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the end result. There was three key things that we were looking for when we developed our new theme. The first was that it had to be super fast. You know, like the fastest theme ever. Because there's some Google changes coming to do with, what's it called? Web Core Vitals or whatever it is. It's basically fast websites are going to rank better than slow websites. So we wanted a theme that is super fast. And let me just show you a page speed score. You can't get much faster than that, can you? We're scoring 100 out of 100 on both desktop and mobile. And, you know, if you want to check that result, just run the demo site through Google Pagespeed score. You'll find a link to the site below. And, well, we're going to be talking a lot about that site in this video because I'm going to show you how I made it. So we got speed sorted. The second thing that we wanted was a very content-focused theme. End of the day, content is king. It's content that makes or breaks a website. It's content that attracts traffic, and it's content that creates conversions and, you know, generates affiliate commission. So this theme is designed with content in mind. There's no fluff. There's no bells or whistles. There's none of that fancy stuff. It's just all about the content. If you take a look at the site, you'll see that it looks fantastic. It's really easy to lay out some great looking content just using the Gutenberg editor. You know, the one that's built into WordPress. We're not messing around with page builders like Elementor or anything like that. Just use the standard Gutenberg, and basically it enables you to create and add content really quickly that just looks fantastic. The final thing is we wanted a theme that enabled you to create a website like that. Whatever that is. Basically create a website really quick. So when you have an idea for that brand new affiliate marketing website or that brand new content website, you can just get some hosting, install the theme, bang, the site's pretty much done. So that's what Popcorn Theme is. And in this video, I'm going to be building a website using the brand new theme. I've already just kind of touched on the site. The site I'm going to be making is this one. It's bestcornpopper.com. You know, I couldn't think of a good niche or niche, and obviously I had a lot of popcorn on my mind, so thought, why not move into the popcorn niche? So that's what the site's about. Go take a look at it. Looks fantastic. I've already populated it with quite a few bits of content, so you get a real feel in terms of how the site works, how the theme looks. So in this video, I'm going to cover the entire process of how I created that site. I'm going to be talking about hosting, going to be talking about installing the theme, going to be showing you how to use all the styling options to get the website looking really nice. I'm going to show you how I designed the logo. Going to talk about where I got the content from and how I came up for ideas for that content. Also going to show you, of course, how to publish the content, how I do the images for my content. We're going to cover everything. We're going to finish off by installing Google Analytics and submitting the site to Google. Basically, it's the entire process. And if you want to kind of skip forward and back through that entire process, you'll find timestamps in the description below. You can just click on them and you can, you know, jump forward and backwards to your heart's desire. Now, I did start Best Corn Popper as just a bit of a laugh, just a bit of a demo site. I was never really going to kind of make it into a proper site that got traffic and made money. But the more I worked on the site, the more I started to really like the site and the niche and the content and everything to do with it. So I am going to work on the site. I am going to try and develop it into something that gets traffic and makes money. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on that process. So to make sure that you don't miss out on any of those future update videos, you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. You can do so by clicking on the button below. Make sure you click the bell. And I'm also going to put all of the videos into a playlist so you can easily find them. And you'll find a link to that playlist in the description. In fact, you'll find links to absolutely everything that I talk about down there. So go check them out. But anyway, I think that's enough introduction. Let's jump on the computer and let's create a fantastic website with Popcorn Theme. Let's go. So the first thing you're going to need in order to set up a website with WordPress and with Popcorn Theme is some hosting. Now I'd recommend Host Armada. I'm going to put a link up now in a card. You'll also find a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. Thank you very much if you use it. I really love Host Armada. They offer some great value hosting. It's got good performance, good security, good support, all the things you'd expect. They did really well in a recent test that I did, where I bought a whole load of different hosting from different companies. And yeah, Host Armada did really well in that test. You're just going to want the WordPress hosting. Come sign up for it. It comes with a free domain name. So if you haven't got a domain name yet, you haven't got a .com or a .net or a .whatever, you get on free with your hosting. Any of these packages will be fine depending on your ambitions, whether you're going to create lots of sites. If you are, then you want the Web Warp or the Speed Reaper. If you're just going to set up the one site, then the Start Doc is probably fine. And of course, you can change your plan whenever you like. If you fancy something a little bit more high-end, then you can get some WP Eagle hosting, which I offer in conjunction with Phil. There he is. And he's got a fantastic hosting company called Spiderweb, and he has basically provided this hosting to me that I can now provide to you. It is quite a bit more expensive than what you'll get from Host Armada, but it is very high-end. It's like a full service. Perfect if you've got lots of different sites and you want that extra level of support. So yeah, go and sign up for one of these two hosting companies. Oh, I forgot to say, I do have a discount voucher for Host Armada. I will put that up on the screen now, and again, you'll find that in the description. It'll give you a fantastic discount. So once you've got your hosting set up and WordPress installed, it's really easy to install WordPress. I'll put a link down in the description to a part of my video, part of my previous videos, where I do set up WordPress and everything on Host Armada, just in case you're a little bit unclear. Once you've got WordPress set up, you will see something like this, which is like the default WordPress website theme. And yeah, we're going to use this website that I've got right here to set up the Popcorn theme. As our theme is called Popcorn, I've decided to create a website in the popcorn niche or niche. So we've got bestcornpopper.com, and we're going to be writing about popcorn machines and popcorn and yeah, everything to do with popping corn. So I need to get myself a copy of Popcorn theme, and you do, of course, as well. Go to popcorntheme.com. The site looks something like this, although it might look a bit different because we're working on it all the time at the moment. And you need to click the button here that says Get Popcorn, and you can just click the Buy Now button here and get yourself a copy. The license allows you to install the theme on unlimited sites. So buy it once and use it many times. You'll also get access to all your downloads within the Your Account section, which is up here. Just go into Downloads and they're here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to download both of these. It's advisable to run the child theme just in case you need to make any changes to the actual theme files. I mean, it's unlikely that you will, but if you're that way inclined, if you're a bit of a developer, you want to do some serious customization, it's a good idea. So let me show you how to install these. First, let's download them. So let's download the main theme. Download it into this folder, that's fine. And let's download the child theme. Save that into the same place. Perfect. So we can close this now. I don't need that anymore. Let's go back to our vanilla WordPress installation. I'm going to go into the dashboard. I'm going to go to Appearance and Themes. I'm going to click Add New up here. And then Upload Theme. Then I'm going to choose a file on my computer by clicking this button here. Here are my two files. Now I'm going to install the main Popcorn theme files first, which is this one here. Click Install Now. That's done. I'm going to go back to the themes page. I'm going to go Add New again. Upload Theme. Choose File. And then I'm going to upload the child theme. Install. And there we go. Let's click Activate. And Popcorn is now active on our website. If we visit the site, we can see that things have changed. We're all good. We're ready to start customizing. So to customize your theme, it's really straightforward. You go into the Customize section up here, and you've got all of your options. So let's just take a look at them. These are the popcorn theme options. We've got the colors, so you can basically customize all of the different elements within your site, all the different headings, links, hover colors, and your primary and secondary colors. Now it's probably going to depend on your logo, that kind of thing, what colors you decide to go with. In here we've got all the typography, so here are the different font sizes, and you can adjust them separately for mobile, tablet and desktop. We've got the weight, which is basically whether it's bold or not so bold. You've got all the header sizes here, and yeah, you can basically customize all of the different header types all the way down to H6. Now you're probably going to want to play with this after you've added some content, because that will give you an idea in terms of what it actually looks like. In here we've got the layout, so this is the width of the site, the width of the content, the breakpoints. You probably won't need to mess with these, but if you do want to change them, they're in here. Next we've got the social links, so you can add all your links here. These are the icons along the bottom. If you don't want a particular social network, just remove the little hash. So you don't want Mixcloud, maybe you don't want LinkedIn, just take out the links and you can see they're disappearing down there. When you make any changes, remember to click the publish button up the top. Next, you've got the custom text. Now this appears down the bottom here, and you've also got your affiliate disclaimer, which we'll come back to that once we've added some content. Then we've got the front page settings. So yeah, we've got our kind of opening text. And again, we'll come back and change that in a few moments. And you can change these headers here as well, which are the featured posts and the latest posts. And I'll show you how you can add content to these sections a little bit later on. The final one is the popcorn post settings. So we've got the kind of bit of text that comes before the name. We've got the date bit of text. We've got the time to read. We've got the featured article navigations. Again, I'll show you this in a moment. And yeah, some other headings and stuff that we can play around with, as well as a post navigation image. This will all make sense once we add some content. Now, I like to start with the logo. When I'm creating a website, I love to just get the logo up. It then, gives you an idea in terms of what color scheme you're going to use and all that stuff. So let's do that now. We would add a logo within site identity. But before we do that, I obviously need to design one. I can knock one up in 5 minutes using the fantastic Canva. So let's do that now. So here's Canva. I'll put a link up to it now. There is a free version and a pro version. I've got the pro version, absolutely love it. Comes with loads of stock photography and other useful stuff. It's basically the only graphics package that I'm using right now. I've ditched Photoshop, don't need that. All you need is Canva. So I'm going to come up at the top here, click create design. I'm going to create a custom size image. I'm going to go for this recent dimensions that I've used. Obviously you can use whatever dimensions you like, but 600 by 175 seems to work pretty well. Let's add some text. I'm just going to click the add heading here. There is loads of different types of text down here if you want something a little bit more funky. Let's click on this to add it. Let's add our text, best corn popper. Sure about that font. It's all right. What do we got? I'm going to go for my classic WP Eagle font, Grow Bold. It's a lovely font. I'm going to make popper the same size as best corn. I think that just looks nice. I mean, I'm no graphic designer, but it seems to work well on the eye. That looks about right. Let's reduce that line spacing, bring that down like that. Looking good. We can make it a bit bigger. What we do need is some popcorn. That's what we need. So if I go into elements, do a search for popcorn, brings up a whole load of popcorn imagery. We've got photos, graphics, videos, and audio. Some of them are free, some of them are pro, like that one there is free. These are all pro. So yeah, you do get some stuff with the free version, but if you want the full works, you are going to need to go pro. I think this first one is absolutely fine. Let's give that a click. Make that nice and big. Make this even bigger. Make this bigger. So easy to use, this bit of software. I love it. And then I think we need to liven up this text with some colors. This red here is fantastic within the popcorn. So I'm just going to highlight the word popper, come up here and go for the red. I think that's a similar kind of red. Looks good. That could probably stay black. I mean, yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think I'm going to call the logo done. So I can download that by just coming up here and clicking download. A JPEG is fine. It's a little bit smaller in size, which is always a good thing. Let's click download. Best corn popper logo. Let's click save. Okay, now I can go back to my website. Click select logo. This is obviously within the customize section. Click select files. Select the logo. Click open. There it is. Click select. It's asking whether I want to crop. I don't. I'm going to click skip cropping. There it is. Looking good. Now, there is a tagline underneath the logo. You don't need that. You can change it here if you want. Best corn poppers. Or you can get rid of it. Just do that. I'm going to get rid of it. Let's click publish. There we go. The logo's all done. So now I know the colors of my logo. I can adjust my colors within here. I think it'd be good to get the link color matching. So I need to find out exactly what the red is that we're using. So let's go back to Canva. If we click on here, click on the colors, go to add another palette. I've got this brand page within Canva. If I upload my logo, there it is, and then click on the three dots and go get logo colors. Should tell me what the colors are. There we go. There we go. So the red is this one. Actually, let's click keep. The red is this one, which is F61C1E. Of course it is. So I can change that in here. Just paste in that color code. Perfect. And I'm going to set my primary color to that as well. And if we go back, what other colors we got? We've got this color here, and we've got this yellow. I mean, let's see what we can do with the yellow. That is F8EBAE. Why not? We'll give it a go. If it doesn't look very good, we can always change it later. Perfect. Let's click publish. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some content. I've got some content written. I've got some articles written about popcorn and popcorn makers. So I'm going to add a few of those articles. I'm going to show you how to do that, of course, just so that I can see what they look like on the site, and it'll just make laying out stuff easier. So let's do that now. So let's add some content. I've got 3 articles here. I've actually got some more articles coming from some writers. These articles were actually written and created using Jarvis. Now, Jarvis is an AI copywriter. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I absolutely love Jarvis. It's a fantastic tool. And yeah, I created these articles using it. You'll find links in the description to some videos I've done on Jarvis, and you will of course find a link to Jarvis too. It's an affiliate link, but I'll put a link up in a card now. Go check it out. Such a great tool if you're creating content. But anyway, this one, we've got best vintage popcorn makers. There it is. We've got where does popcorn come from? It's got 3 very simple articles. Let's add them now. Let's start with this one because this has got products in. So I'm going to show you how to add your Amazon affiliate links, and we might even add a table maybe using something like the fantastic AAWP, which works really well with the popcorn theme. So let's close these for now. Now before we start, I'm going to need a featured image, which is the image that goes at the top of your posts. And of course, to do that, I'm going to go into Canva. I shouldn't have closed it. Let's go back in. Canva. So let's create a new image. It's not going to be anything fancy. I'm just going to add some stock imagery and that'll be it. So create the design. I'm going to go custom size, and I'm going to go with a width of 1600 and a height of 700. You can use different dimensions, but these work pretty well. Then I'm just going to go in here and get an element. I want a vintage popcorn machine. I don't know if there's going to be one in here. Let's have a look. Okay. There we go. This looks perfect. Look at this one. That looks quite vintage as well. Which one do I prefer? I think I like this one best. Or maybe this one, this one. Although their kind of portrait might not work. Let's go with this. Let's drag that on. It looks vintage. It looks great. Let's just bring it down a little, so we get a little bit of that popcorn in. Or maybe just a bit of the wheel. I don't know. I think we'll go with a little bit of popcorn. Perfect. That's all I'm going to do. I mean, of course, you could add words if you wanted, but you know, people look at sites on different size devices, and sometimes adding words to your featured images, they don't always look great on every device. Anyway, let's download this. JPEG again. That's fine. Click download. I'm going to give it the same name as the content, which is Best Vintage Popcorn Makers. Save that in there, then I know where it is. There we go. So I think we can add some content now. Let's go back to the site. Come out of the customizer. Let's click new, and then post. And close that. You can read that if you want. It's the Gutenberg guide. And here is where we add our content. So let's add the name of the post, which is up here. Best Vintage Popcorn Makers, our top 3. There we go. And then down the side here, we've got some options. We've got categories. I'm going to add a new category called Buyer's Guides. There we go. You can add some tags if you want. It's kind of useful. Adding a few tags, it allows you to group posts together. So put vintage and popcorn makers. Perfect. Then we got the featured image, the one we just created. So let's select that from the computer. There we go. There it is. So let's start adding our content. So here is our introduction paragraph. I'm ignoring this bit at the top. That's just my notes of the products that I'm going to be talking about. So let's paste that in. There we go. Then next, we've got a heading. So let's go on to the next line. I just pressed enter there. I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to click on this little, what is that thing called? What is that called? I never remember. Anyway, I'm going to click on that and transform it into a heading. H2 is fine. Then we've got this one here, which is another heading. And copy that, paste that in. Again, click on that thing that I can't remember what it's called. And click on heading. And I'm going to put this as a H3. So we've got kind of some logical structure there. H1 is across the top, H2, H3. So next we've got these bullet points. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to add some columns because I want the bullet points on the left, and then I want an image from Amazon on the right. So let's click on the little plus here and then select columns. Go for a 70-30 split like that. And then here we can add a paragraph and copy these over like that. Let's get to what we don't like. Again, just paste that in like that. I was thinking what you could do is make these like green and red, maybe. You can configure individual little bits of color over here. Go to color settings, you know, we could have this lovely green. We could have this, a lovely red. I don't know, it just adds a bit of color. Then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the plus to add a block. I'm going to add custom HTML. It's going to come up to Amazon. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for the product because these links aren't going to work for me because I'm in the UK. It's going to try and redirect me. So let me just paste that in. And there it is. Now, if you're not already an affiliate with Amazon, you just need to scroll down to the bottom. I'm sure you already are, but if you're not, come down here, click on Become an Affiliate, fill in the form. It's not too complicated. Then you get access to the site stripe across the top here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the image by clicking up here, making sure I've got the right tracking ID and selecting large. Copy the code, you need all of it. Come back to the post and then just paste that in. That should be fine. Let's have a look. Let's click preview and then preview a new tab. There we go. I'm going to adjust these heading sizes in a few moments once we've got the post done. So let's move on. We've got some text to add, so that's pretty straightforward. Just going to scoop all that into the clipboard like that. Click on the plus here, add a paragraph, paste it in. There we go. Then at the bottom here, I want a button. Let's click on the plus here. Let's do a search for button. There it is. Something like check the latest price on the, what's it called? Whatever this says, nostalgia. KPM 220 CTBK, of course it is. On Amazon. There we go. Then we need to add the link. So I'm going to go back to Amazon, go to text link, full link. Always use the full link. It makes changing the tracking IDs if you ever need to in the future a lot easier. So you copy that, click on the link or the chain icon, paste that in, open a new tab, click on that little arrow, all done. Now this button, now you might want it a different color. Click on it, you've got some options over here. And you've got color settings right here. Now, of course, I should use the red that I was using for everything else. I've got that on my Canva, haven't I? Canva /brand, here it is. This beautiful red that matches the logo. Of course, it was F61C1E. I should make a note of that, shouldn't I? Anyway, so let's go to background color, custom color, paste it in. Oh, that's a lovely, vibrant button. So let's preview. Again, let's just see how we're looking. There we go, there's the first product and the intro text added. So let me just add the rest of this post. It's just simply going to be the same process again and some copying and pasting. So let's do a quick edit. Okay, so I've finished copying and pasting. Here is the completed article. It's looking really good. I've added an AAWP table. And I'm not going to go into details on exactly how I did that in this video, but I'm going to put a link up now to another video that I did a little while back, which goes into all the details in terms of setting up AAWP. It's basically a premium plugin that you need to purchase. You also need to be an established Amazon affiliate. You need to have made at least 3 sales through your affiliate links. Then you get access to the Amazon API and you can do cool stuff like this. But yeah, check out that video if you're interested. And you'll also find a link to that video in the description. But yeah, here is the completed article. It's looking really good. I'm really pleased with it. Now, there's one, or I should say 2 things that we need to do right now. Because this is an affiliate article, it's got products in it. Amazon require that we have an affiliate disclaimer. Just basically tells the visitors that the links are affiliate links and that I'm going to earn some money if you click on them and buy a popcorn machine. So, popcorn theme, let's not get confused between popcorn that you can eat and popcorn theme. In the popcorn theme, we have a built-in feature that allows you to easily add your affiliate disclaimer. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The first thing is to set your affiliate disclaimer. So if you go to Customize and go to the popcorn theme options, then you want to go to popcorn custom text, and here it is. There is already some text in here, which will be fine. But you can adjust it if you like. For example, you might want to change this to as an Amazon associate. I think that'll be fine. Let's click publish, and then all we need to do is turn it on within the post. So to do that, we go to the post that we want to add it to. We go to edit post. And then down this right hand side, make sure that you select post. Then you want to scroll down and find the post attributes section, which is down here. And you want to select post with disclaimer. We also have post with sidebar if you want a sidebar. Click update. Let's take a look. So there we go. It's added a lovely disclaimer at the top there. Perfect. So there's one final thing to do with this post, and that is to add an excerpt. Now, an excerpt is just a little bit of text that's going to appear in various different places around the website. For example, on the home page. It's just a little snippet to encourage people to click through and read the post. Gives them an idea what it's about. So I'm just going to take this little bit of text for my excerpt. That should be fine. I'm going to go back in and edit the post. Then down here on the right hand side again, under the post settings, we've got excerpt. I'm going to paste that in, click update. I'll show you where this is going to appear. Go to the home page. It's this little bit here. Very nice. We've got this hello world post. We don't need that anymore. It's just a demo post. So let's just go in and move to trash. Now I've got some other posts that I'm just adding right now. So let me just do a quick edit. I'm going to populate the site with some more content so that we can kind of see what it looks like when it's got some content on it. And then we'll go on and tweak some fonts and yeah, just kind of finish off the site. So I finished adding the content. I've got 12 posts added in total. If we take a look at the home page, it's really starting to fill out quite nicely. I use Canva to create all these featured images. Just basically taking some images, removing the backgrounds, adding some shadows, layering them all on top of each other. I think it looks pretty good. So in terms of where I got this content and how I planned it, well, first off, I used Carl's keyword care service. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a fantastic service. Let me just show you his website. keywordcare.com. It's a fantastic service if you're not sure about how to find keywords or you just want an expert to do your keyword research for you. Highly recommended. Basically what you get is a spreadsheet like this with loads of ideas for articles, all researched, all based on real searches that people are actually putting into Google right now. And you get some notes giving you an idea of how easy or hard it might be to rank for that keyword. The titles that you should use for your articles. So yes, it's a complete service. I then took these articles and I ordered some content from Texton, who are one of my favorite kind of brokers when it comes to content. You just go to order now, and then you just put in your subject and your keywords and how many words you want. Of course, all this information is on this spreadsheet from Carl, so it's really easy. I ordered about 10 articles, maybe it was 9 or 10. And yeah, they delivered them in about a week. It was about 7 or 8 days, and I had all articles delivered. And if you want to check out the quality of the articles, then obviously just head over to Best Corn Popper, and you can have a read through them yourself, see what you think. I think they're pretty good for the price. I think they're good, well written, and delivered really quickly. So that's how I got my content. If you'd like a little bit more information on how to research stuff for your own content, you'll find a link to a video in the description. If I've got enough cards left, I'll put one up in a card as well now, or put it up in a card, I should say. And yeah, that's my video on how I go about researching and creating my content. So you can check that out. But now we've got the content on, I think we can move on to sorting out this homepage, because it's full of featured posts, too many to be fair, and just needs a little bit of love. We need to sort out this hero area, and we need to do our navigation as well. So let's move on and do that. What I need first is some catchy text here, just to introduce the site. And, well, I'm not very good at writing stuff myself, so I'm going to turn to Jarvis, jarvis.ai. You'll find a link to it in the description. Absolutely love it. It's an AI copywriting tool. I'm going to be using the company bio kind of template. Let's fill it in. bestcornpopper.com. Then we need to enter a little bit of company information. Everyone loves popcorn. We're here to help you make the best possible popcorn with our buyers, with our popcorn machine buyer's guide. Buyer's guides and popcorn information articles. It's not very good, is it? That's why I need help. Let's see if Jarvis can make this better. Tone of voice fun, that's perfect. So Jarvis is going to write me something right now. Let's see what it comes up with. That one's pretty good. Best Corn Popper is a website dedicated to making the best popcorn possible. With our buyer's guides and information articles, we're here to help you find the perfect popcorn machine for your needs. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the world's tastiest popcorn without spending hours in front of their stove or microwaving bags and bags of popcorn. That's good. That's quite good. It's a bit short. It's a website that offers popcorn machine buyer's guides and articles on how to make the best tasting popcorn. They're here to help you find the perfect popcorn maker for your kitchen, and they provide helpful tips on what types of kernels, oil, seasoning and toppings work well. That's nice as well. I think I'm going to go for this one. Let's copy that. Might need a little bit of editing, but it's fine. Could always generate some more, but we'll go with that. So let's go back to the site, and to change this section, all you need to do is go into Customize, Popcorn Theme Options, and then Popcorn Front Page Settings, and it's right here. So we can change this to welcome to bestcornpopper.com. Or maybe let's change it to something better than that. I need a better headline. Maybe I should go back to Jarvis. Let's see what I can come up with. Everyone loves popcorn. That might work. Let's paste that text in. I'm going to change this a little bit here at Best Corn Popper. We provide popcorn machine buyer's guides and articles on how to make the best tasting popcorn. We are here to help you find the perfect popcorn maker for your kitchen and provide you with helpful tips on what kind of kernels, oil, seasoning and toppings work well to create delicious popcorn. We're here to help you, I think that's good. That's good. We can change the colors here. We'll do that in a moment because I'm going to add a background image as well. So we want to see what that looks like. The link, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link off to one of the guides. So yeah, I'll add that link in a few moments. So let's change the text to browse our guides. Right, here is the hero background image. So we need to create an image. So I'm going to jump into Canva, create a new design. I'm going to go for 1200 by 800. That's handy. I just want a lovely popcorn image. So let's go to Elements, search for popcorn. See what we got. That's quite nice with the red. That might stand out quite well. Or the yellow. Let's try one of these. Let's try the yellow. Download as a JPEG. It's a bit smaller. Let's call it welcome to bestcornpopper.com. Okay, so that's downloaded. Let's go back to the site and let's select it. Now, so yeah, to raise the text a little bit, you might want to just add a dark overlay like this, and then bring up this opacity. So it just makes the popcorn text pop a little bit. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Let's publish. Let's close this, take a look. There we go. I don't know if it's too dark now. Is it too dark now? Maybe just adjust that opacity just a little bit. Just messing around with different colors. Oh, that's too dark now. That's about right. Okay, so next up, we've got this featured posts area. So to decide what posts appear here, so say we wanted like this one, maybe this one, probably 3 or 4 of them you want to feature here. Maybe the braces one. Just go in, edit the post, and basically because we haven't got any featured posts set at the moment, it's just pulling in all the recent posts. So what you want to do is just click this little button here to stick to the top of the blog. Now if we go back to the home page, just got the one here. So let's choose another one. I want one that's a little bit older, that's not going to come up in the recent posts. Let me just dive into the posts here. Let's go back. How about this one? You can do it with the quick edit here. Just go make this post sticky. There we go. Then of course we've got our latest post here, which is just the latest post. So that's pretty much it on the home page. Let's do this navigation. So I've got 2 categories. Remember earlier I created the buyer's guides. Was it the buyer's guides? I think it was. I've now got buyer's guides and beginner's guides. So I want to link to those from the navigation. Might also want to create a couple of pages to link to. So if you come into pages here, we've got a privacy policy that's just already there. I think that comes with WordPress by default. So that's currently set to draft. We should turn that on. Let's make it published. Of course, you should check the privacy policy, maybe add your own one. And I'm just going to create a couple of other pages. Ours is probably fine. I can't think of any other pages I want right now. You might want to add a contact us if you want, that kind of thing. But yeah, let's just go with about us. So let's add the 2 categories and this page to the navigation. So I'm going to go back into the dashboard. I'm going to go to appearance and menus. I'm going to create a new menu, call it main menu. Click create menu. Then I've got the pages over here. I'm going to add about us, tick it and then click add to menu. And then I'm going to come down to categories and I'm going to add these 2 as well. We can drag them around to put them in the order we like. Then click save. That's saved. Oh, also need to tick where it's going to show, which is on the main menu. So let's save that again. Now let's take a look. There we go. We've got our navigation. So now if we click through, here we go. There's our beginner's guides. There's our buyer's guides. Now in terms of this footer area, we can adjust this. Just go into customize again and into the theme options. And you've got footer settings here. So you can change this text in here. You can do your about menu location. So if you don't want this, you can turn it off. I don't want that. You can disable social links. I maybe made a little mistake earlier. I said, if you don't want anything, you need to leave it blank, but actually they won't show even if they've got a hash in. So if you do want them to show, you need to put a proper Facebook link in. So let me just populate these with my links. There we go. I've added free Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Let's go back. Then back into the footer settings, and this is the privacy menu. You can turn that off if you like. I'm going to leave it on. And we'll set up a privacy menu in a second. Let's click publish. Let's come out of here. Scroll down. There we go. So to do this menu, again, all you need to do is go into the menus. You can get there this way or via appearance and menus. I'm going to create a new menu, call it privacy. Tick the privacy menu location, click create menu, and then I'm going to add about us. In fact, I'm going to add privacy policy and about us. And I don't know, maybe even home, why not? Click save. I mean, I could of course add some custom links like onto my site. Like that. There we go. That's all saved. Now if we go back and take a look, there's our lovely privacy menu. So the site is really starting to come together now. There is a couple of little font changes that I want to make. Just font sizes really. Because at the moment we've got these which are H2s. But they're the same size as the H3. In fact, this is not the best post to show you that. If I go to this one, we've got this, which is a H3, which is the same size as this, which is a H2. So let's adjust that. You do that in Customize, and then in Typography. And you've got all the different font sizes here. You can choose a different font if you like. Maybe go to Helvetica. I love Helvetica. Change that here as well if you want. I think it will carry through if you change it there. And then you've got your different sizes for mobile, tablet and desktop, and you can see what it looks like on those different devices by pressing these buttons. So maybe I want to bring that desktop size down a bit. Maybe go to 58 pics. Maybe change the weight, make it a bit chunkier. That's quite nice. How's it looking on the mobile? Looking good. Then here we've got the H2s. So let's bring that down a little bit, maybe 36. How's it looking on there? Looks good. Ooh. Looking nice. And then here we've got the H3s. So I want them a little bit smaller than the H2s. In fact, they're big at the moment. So the H2s, I put that down to 36. So let's put the H3s down to, I don't know, 30. That's nice. I'll leave the weight as it is. Let's just check what it looks like on a tablet. Looks fine on a mobile. Looks good too. So you've got loads of font options in here. You can play around with them to your heart. To your heart's content. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Let's publish. Let's take a look. Looking really nice now. Let's go back to the home page. Looking perfect. So we're nearly done. I mean, the site is it's good to launch now, isn't it? It's ready. But I've just thought of one last thing. I keep thinking of things that we need to do. It's always the way. It's a new theme. I'm still getting to grips with it. And that is we need to adjust. Let me just show you. If I come into here, I should be able to see it. Nope. Maybe in here. This. Got these like little boxes. You can just use it to kind of show featured posts. Let me just show you how it works. It's in the Customize again. It's in Popcorn theme options. Then you go into Popcorn post settings. And let me see if I can see it. Here we go. You can basically have a featured article. So it could be anything really, couldn't it? We could go for something, I don't know, whatever. Let's go for where does popcorn come from? So where does popcorn come from? But you might have like a real good piece of content, like a cornerstone piece of content, a piece of pillar content, whatever you want to call it, that you want to promote. So let's do that. And then we just kind of link to this. Let me just copy that link, paste that in. Oh, we've got a whole load of customizer stuff. I don't need any of that. Get rid of that. All that stuff after that question mark. Don't want that. Don't want that. And probably get rid of the domain name as well. There we go. Then it needs a little image. I've got a popcorn image in here, haven't I? Oh, I could use one of these. Oh, that's too big. Far too big. This one's fine. There we go. Now I'm pretty sure we've done everything. So let's take a look. There we go. Looking lovely. That is definitely the final thing. In terms of changes to the site The next few things are kind of optional, but I'd recommend them. We're going to add Google Analytics so that we can track our visitors, see where they're coming from and all that kind of good stuff. Also submit the site to Google Webmaster Console. What's it called now? Search Console. I always get confused. It used to be called Webmaster Console. We're going to add it to the Google Console so that Google can see all our pages and that kind of stuff. And, you know, to finish off, I guess we just need to run a speed test and see how fast the site is running. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's go on and install our Google Analytics. So let's set up Google Analytics so we can track how many visitors we get to the website and loads of other useful stuff. You'll need to head over to analytics.google.com and sign up if you've not done so already. You'll need a Google account. I've already got an analytics account, got loads of analytics profiles and stuff. So I'm just going to click create property. I got here via the admin. You'll see a screen like this, or a very similar one to this if you're setting up a new account. Let's give it a name, best corn popper pooper. Oh dear, that's something else. Best corn popper. That's fine, that's fine. That's all fine. And next. What is my industry category? Other. I'm 1 to 10. I intend to other. No, not other. I have to type something in. Measure my. All right, whatever. Just want to measure the traffic. Stupid question. So then we're going for web. Enter the URL. bestcornbobber.com. bestcornbobber.com. Enhanced measurement. Yeah, we'll have some enhanced measurement. Why not? So now we need to add the tag. So to do that, you see down here, we've got this tag, we've got some code we need to add. It's very easy to add. We're just going to copy it to the clipboard, click copy over here. Then we go back to the site and we're going to install a plugin that will allow us to add some stuff to the header and footer of the site. Then I'm going to do a search over here for insert header footer, something like that. Should find what I want. I'm going to go for this one by a WP beginner. Activate. Okay. Oh, we've got an update for Akismet, which is useful for preventing spam, by the way. If you do get any plugin updates, you just come in here and you just click update now and it just does it like that. So we've got insert headers and footers installed. So now in settings, we've got this extra option. We can put stuff in the header or in the body or in the footer. So I'm just going to paste in the code that I just copied from Analytics like that. Click Save. Simple as that. So that's done. We can check it's working if we just close this. And if we go to reports, and then we go to real time, if I now go to the website and browse around a little bit, I'll have a look at beginner's guides, go back to the home page. Just notice this text is not as readable as I'd like it to be. I'll have to adjust that. But yeah, have a look around. And then if we go back to analytics, we should get some stuff coming up here. We're not. I'm wondering if I need to maybe first off log out. Let's log out. And second, just clear my cache. This cache here. So just clearing that out of Chrome. Now let's browse. Hey, look, there we go. Got a user in the UK in Bedford. That must be me. So that's tracking, and then we'll get some reports coming in as the site gets some traffic. So perfect. Analytics is installed. The final thing I want to do is submit our site to Google Webmaster Console. Before I do that, I'm going to log back in. There we go, we're back in. I'm just going to quickly adjust this because I can't read that text. Let me just go to customize. We'll get to Webmaster Console in 2 seconds. Okay, so let's just adjust this color here. I think maybe it needs to be darker. Like that, there we go. Oh, and we also need to add the link to our button to beginner's guides. So let me just open this in a new window. I just want to get the URL. It's this bit here. Just copied that to my clipboard. I'm going to pop it in here. Perfect, that button should now work. There we go, publish. Okay. Went on a little bit of a detour there, but we're fine. Let's click that. Yeah, it works perfectly. So Webmaster Console, let's do that now. Webmaster Console is a great way of letting Google know about your website. You also get feedback from Google on how well your website is performing in the search results. It gives you recommendations and all kinds of good stuff. Before I submit, I just want to check the permalink structure. Go into settings and permalinks. Oh, it's got this. I don't like this. I like a nice simple structure. Post name is probably fine, but you might want to add a category too. Let's do that. So I'm just going to click category. So now the format of the URLs will be /category/postname. Let me show you what that looks like on a post. So we've got the category and then we've got the post name. It's cleaner, I think, rather than having all those dates and stuff. So let's head over to Webmaster Console. Or is it called Search Console? I don't know, they change the name all the time. I think it's actually called Search Console. Search Console. I did Search Conno, but it still knows what I mean. You need a Google account to access Google Search Console. Here we go, we're in. I've already got some sites in here. If you haven't, I think you'll go through a little wizard to add a site. Something like this, let's add a site. So add property. I'm going to go for the URL prefix. It's always easier to set up. So let's enter the domain name. bestcornpopper.com. Bing! We're in. It verified me because I've got Google Analytics set up. We just did it a minute ago. So if you haven't got Analytics set up, you'll have to kind of verify it another way. But I think Analytics is actually the easiest way to verify. Let's go to property. Now, there's no data in here just yet, of course, because the site's brand new. But as stuff starts to happen, you'll start to get graphs and other stuff coming in here. Now, we can tell Google all about our content by submitting a sitemap. So if we come here to sitemaps, so let's type in our sitemap URL. Now, WordPress generates you one automatically. It's very handy. So we type in wp-sitemap.xml and then submit. It's a success. So here we go. It says couldn't fetch, but we just got to wait a little while. Just need a little bit of time. If we take a look at the sitemap, it's basically just a list of all the stuff on your site. Oh, hang on, that's not right. It should be WP. Like that. Yes, list of all your stuff. So here's our posts, or in fact, there's our pages. Well, I need to delete that sample page. We don't need that. Here's our posts. There we go. So it just tells Google all about them. I think we're done. I think the site is about done. Now, of course, I'm going to be doing update videos on the site. It started off as just, you know, a bit of a case study, a bit of a demo site to showcase our new theme. But I've kind of got into Popcorn whilst I've been publishing all this stuff. So I think I'm going to work on it. I think I'm going to add more content and see if I can actually get some traffic, make a bit of money off some Popcorn stuff. So, of course, you'll find the link to the playlist where I'm going to add all those videos in the description. One last thing before I go, we need to run the site through the Google Pagespeed tool. We need to see the kind of speeds that we're getting now we've added a load of content and stuff. So let's fire up Google Pagespeed score, Google Pagespeed. Let's see what we get. It's exciting. Obviously, we want something in the green, over 90 if possible. That will show that Google really likes our site and that it's really fast. 91! That's pretty good. Now, Google Analytics will have slowed down the site a little bit. So that's why and we're getting 91. Desktop is 99. That's all still pretty good. Now, we could push this up by installing something like WP Rocket. That will optimize the analytics and stuff like that. But for now, 91 is perfect. 99 on desktop is good too. In fact, it's excellent. It's more than good. Maybe in the future, I might add WP Rocket as I add, more stuff to the site and it starts to slow down a little bit. I might add WP Rocket. But for now, we don't need a caching plugin. We'll just go with it as it is. Anyway, let's finish the video with me talking to the other camera. So that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've been able to make a fantastic site for yourself using Popcorn Theme. I'm really pleased with the end result. Really love the site. I'm looking forward to working on it and adding more content and link building it and developing it and getting some traffic and making some money. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'm going to be sharing all that stuff on the channel right here. So you're not going to want to miss that, I don't think. So click that subscribe button, click the bell, and you should, I say should, YouTube doesn't always send out a notification. You should get a notification when I add some more videos to the channel, and you can come watch them. I'm going to put all the videos into a playlist as well, and yeah, link to that playlist below. If you did like this video, why not let YouTube know by clicking that like button? That really does help me out in terms of, algorithmic stuff. So yeah, if you click that like button, really appreciate it. And leave me a comment. I'd love to know about your experience with our theme. Did you create a site? If you did, why not share it? I'd love to check it out. Yeah, just basically leave me a comment. I do read all the comments that I get, and I'll try to reply to as many as I possibly can. But I think that's about it. Until next time, good luck with your sites, and bye for now.